Hey, it's Danielle. How you doing, guys? Your girl Danielle. What up? What up? Happy Saturday. What's new? So, ladies, question: are you letting a dude that have a baby mama shun you for being a mother that's single? I got a question. Never let a dude that is part of the problem make you feel bad because you are a single mom, right? So I have a couple of friends that saying that their boyfriends have problems with them having somebody else's kids. First of all, that's a package deal, homie. You don't get the mama without the kids. That's it. So if you don't want a ready-made family, don't talk to single moms. You absolutely have the right. But don't be a dude who has a baby mama talking about he don't want to talk to a baby's mama because that means you're raggedy. Okay? Let's know that. We gonna stop creating that damage on each other. We're gonna stop that. We need to talk about love, okay? So we're gonna talk about love. So y'all gonna love us enough to understand that if you're part of the problem, you don't get to complain about it. No, you don't, because you're part of the problem. So let's go there with it. Okay? So, ladies, and you know what? I'm looking at social media and I'm looking at people's attitudes and stuff. Don't let being a mother who is single for whatever reason, because they have this excuse that you can't keep a man, and you know what? Some of these dudes are so damaged that you can't keep him around your kids. You absolutely cannot. You absolutely cannot keep him in your life if he's not going to be responsible and add to you and your situation. You have babies. When you decide, I'm going to give birth to this baby, that's half of you, regardless of what he does. Okay? That's half of you. That is your baby. God just gave you a responsibility to get this baby to a certain point in life to where he can go to the next step or she can go to the next step. Understand that. Do not take that as a chore, okay? And do not talk to a dude who talks about a child being more of a problem or property instead of a person. If he talks about children being more so of a, like property than an actual little person, that ain't the one for you. Okay? And when I say that, if he says, I'm not taking care of another man's son, that's property. That's not like property. You're not going to fix another man's car. You're not going to fix another man's house. You'll show sleep with another man's wife, though. Just saying. Okay? But no, do not have that type of attitude around your children. Some of this sickness, y'all, we are inflicting on ourselves. Some of this sickness is coming from our own environments. One of my cousins, and I wanna send a prayer out to everyone who lost a family. I got some Facebook friends that they didn't make it. I do want to say that little fake stuff that somebody did, faking they suicide, and they try to come back and act like they didn't have nothing to do with it. Boy, bye. I was really mad about that, y'all. I was ready to send some money to the GoFundMe and, all of that. Woo, I was heated. I was heated. Like, I felt bad because I even tried to reach out to him in hopes that he respond to me so that I could get information to send him some oils that would help break up some of the depression. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, that's what, for real, because depression is real, and I understand that, and everybody feels like they don't have anybody to talk to, and people are judgmental. And look, I will pray with you, I will talk to you, and I will recommend something that would help, because what everybody forgets, it's setting the mood, right? You have to set the mood. You are in charge of your environment. You are the queen of your environment. You are the king of your environment. You are the queen of your castle. You know what I'm saying? You are the queen or king of your castle. That's just what it is. So you need to understand to set the mood. So when you're having a romantic night, right? What do? You light candles. You turn on some little music. You set the mood, right? So if you're feeling anxiety, right? If you're feeling like you need to calm down, that things is too hyper in your household, you really should use lavender. I have lavender. Yeah, I use this like crazy. Lavender's in the diffusers right now. Oops, I just spilled it. It was not tight on. Because I use lavender. I actually just put in my kids' diffusers. So I use lavender. Lavender sets the mood. It calms things. You want a mellow, chilled out mode. You know what I'm saying? For my Colorado people, when you hitting that indica, because they say now, according to my nephew, because my nephew goes hard in the industry, that indicas don't relax you. Um, I don't know. I think it depends on what strand you deal with in general, because every plant does something different, which is why there's so many different essential oils, because essential oils come from plants, so they're plant based. So all that, when a person tells you to use this herb to fix this or use that herb to fix this, okay, this is a real concentrated version of that. So understand that essential oils are roots, their bark, things of that nature, okay? So understand that. Lavender, you guys know what lavender is, right? You've seen lavender bushes and so forth, okay, right? A lot of different strands of lavender. You know what peppermint is, right? You buy peppermint leaves. Some of the vegan recipes that I've been trying out has peppermint leaves in them. So you guys know what peppermint leaves is. So this is like a whole bunch of them is what essential oils is. What I want you to do is learn how to use them so that you can help continue to keep the normal routine maintenance of your body going, right? Right? So everybody needs a pick me up, right? Everybody needs energy here and there. People grab caffeine. Caffeine definitely is not the best thing for you, right? If you Google caffeine, if you Google the side effects, it has a lot of negative side effects. That's just what it is, right? And after so much use of it, it builds up in your body and it makes you sick. Okay, well, look, I want to tell you, peppermint, I drink a peppermint shake or something, I'll drink a lemon water. I have a wild orange water. I drink those every morning, and that gives me energy. And I drink the peppermint protein shakes every morning to wean myself off of caffeine because I was worried about the migraines. Because when you're weaning yourself off of caffeine, you get a really bad headache. So I use peppermint to wean myself off of oh, that's brief, to wean myself off of caffeine, right? Because caffeine causes all kind of issues. Google it. I'm not telling you stuff that's not already in writing. Like, I didn't make this up. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't make the news. I just report it. So, this is what I did to fix myself. Peppermint. So that's why you hear me going peppermint. I also know that when you put it in soak, like I soak my feet with it, it pulls all kind of toxins out of your body. You feel so energized and so refreshed, even just soaking your feet in it. Like, it makes a big difference. And I'm going to put up the chart of the things that, pulling stuff out of your feet, like the organs that you're detoxing. Like, I'm going to put up a foot thing. This stuff is real, y'all. They're not playing about that. And it's real, and there's ways. God gave us everything that we needed, right? It says that in the Bible. Look it up. It does. I'm not telling you stuff that I'm making up. It's already said. So, essential oils, that's something God gives. It's in the book. It's in the Bible. Myrrh, frankincense, all that is in the Bible. If you really look at all the religious things that they were doing back in the day, they had different scents and stuff at the time. So what I'm telling you is I want to show you how to use them to where you can start taking control of your own mental health, right? So you're not stressed out. But that's not all that it takes, right? It's not just essential oils that's going to fix the situation, right? You can't have somebody in your ear telling you that you're wrong for being responsible, or telling you wrong that you're for being that you're wrong for being a mother, right? Because then you start looking at your kids like, you are holding me back, and you start building this resentment. For what? The babies is here. You chose to have that baby. You chose to do all the steps to bring that baby to life, right? And God gave you that responsibility to get this baby to this point, and He's gonna do whatever else needs to be done. Period. That's what being a mother is, right? So you're gonna stop looking at your baby like a burden. You're gonna stop being mad at your baby because the daddy ain't acting right, right? Because that baby's still half of you. That baby still needs somebody in the life. Somebody. Everybody feels like they need somebody. Everybody's looking for love. One thing about having children is you have that unconditional love. Don't overlook that. Yes, you want to be loved by a mate. That's something that's embedded in us, right? It says that in the Bible too, that you will lust or hunger or want your man's attention. It says that in the Bible. Look it up. I'll even post the scripts for you if you really need me to. So inbox me because I will do it. But y'all, we got to start loving on ourselves, and we got to start working on our own environments so that our mental is becoming more clear, so we can do what we need to do to be successful in whatever it is that we're supposed to be successful in. Some people are really good gardeners. Some people are really good carpenters. Some people fix the hell out of cars. Whatever it is that your calling is, we all have something to do, right? I really feel like my calling, I'm supposed to deliver the message of love, right? Because that is the biggest part of what's being taken out of everything. Like social distancing, there's nothing wrong with social distancing, right? Because I'm slightly germophobic myself, but we wear masks. Sometimes people smile at you and it might make your day, right? That's just how it is. Like somebody can smile at you and make your whole day. A baby will start laughing, make your whole day. Okay, well the mask is covering us up now. Sometimes you're hurt and you just need a hug. Okay, well now we can't hug each other. So we have to look. They're trying to take love out of everything. I follow James in Colorado. He's an awesome, awesome man. I love seeing how God is working in him. So he does a lot of community service. He had a GoFundMe set up. It's involved in some devil stuff, fraud. Like they pretty much just taken from, a good man of God who's trying to do good for the community. Well, God has his hands on James, so it's gonna work out. But that's just the devil. That's another way of trying to cut off love, y'all, because God is love. That's another way. We're in spiritual warfare. That's what this is. So we have to gear up. A lot of people's bodies is not ready for this war. Okay, this virus stuff, it's real. A lot of people can't take it. We got to get in shape. Like I'm serious about it because I want to see my kids grow up and be successful. I want to grow up. I want to meet my first grandbaby in 6 to 10 years. 6 to 10 years, grandbaby. 6 to 10. 10 would be nice. Message to my son if he ever listens to this. So, you guys, we got to start working our environment. So, I just want to say that I love you guys. I want to say that you need to start paying attention to your environment and don't stress out. Another thing that I do want to mention, okay, so I've been diffusing wild orange and frankincense together. So what that does is it keeps my children and myself in an uplifting mood, but it also keeps us focused. It helps a lot with the virtual learning because my kids do virtual learning. It helps a lot. I work from home, so it helps a lot to keep us both focused and to keep us happy-go-lucky. So if you guys have any questions about how to set the mood, how to even romantic moods, passion is the business for romantic moods. And if you look up cinnamon, cinnamon is a natural aphrodisiac. And I just want you guys, pheromones, a lot of people was getting pheromones. I remember being young and they would sell them in like the tattoo shops or something. If y'all don't think that's some versions of essential oils in that, like, y'all, for real. So essential oils are multi-purpose. Do not look at the price and feel like you can't afford it, because you can, because it does more than one thing. It does more than one thing. And I'm willing to show you how to get some of this chemical out of your environment, because some of these smells, if you can sniff a marker or some paint and mess your brain cells up, do you not know that some of these chemicals we're cleaning with will make us sick? Let me show you how to clean your house to where it's okay for your baby to crawl across the floor. You don't have to worry about that. Or, you don't have to worry about your dogs getting sick. Or you won't have no more spider issues or roach issues or rodent issues. There's ways to get that out of your environment and not have to put all them chemicals in the air and mess up your lungs. And you might have other issues. Maybe you smoke. If you smoke, you don't need to be trying to put no chemicals in your environment, right? You don't need to be inhaling nothing because you inhaling a whole lot with that cigarette. So let me show you how to get right. Let's love each other. Let's get our environments together so that we can get our mental together, right? My kids go to school with your kids. I love kids. So we need to work on our babies. Our babies is out here shooting each other, y'all. It ain't no grown people shooting these teenagers. It's teenagers shooting teenagers. We gotta work on this. We can't keep causing all this issue. This generational curses that we are causing, we gotta break these chains, y'all. We gotta break these chains. I got an 18-year-old out there. I worry every day about him. Every day. Not only because all this police stuff, and y'all, can you sue the can we sue the police station for PTSD? Y'all, I mean, not the police station, the news, because they always pointing out how somebody got injured or somebody got killed. Look at all the black people that's getting killed. We not gonna sit here and act like it's not happening, but to see that over and over and over and over and nothing positive, y'all. Why is there nothing positive? There used to be a news station that would report positive and negative stuff. I haven't seen it down here. I'm going to be honest, y'all. It's a lot of stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I stopped watching the news because when I first got down here, it was a whole bunch of domestic stuff on the news. Everybody was beating on each other. Husbands is killing and beating on baby mamas and killing kids. And it was real when I first got down here. And then I rented an apartment before I bought a house. And there's all kind of locks on the door. Talking about a blind lock. Like there's all kind of locks on the door, y'all. And it's a law that renters have to have like 3-4 locks on the door down here in Texas because of the domestic violence issues. We gotta do better, y'all. And then you think that baby ain't gonna grow up and have some problems? And now my baby go to school with your baby? It's time for us to take accountability. That's what it is. It's time for us to take accountability. And we got to start with just little stuff. Just little stuff to change our environment. Just little stuff. So let me show you how to naturally do things. You guys relax. Everything I'm telling you has already been written. I'm not telling you nothing new. You can Google everything I'm telling you. I got a hair product. So my edges, y'all. So I'm pretty proud about my edges, and y'all be seeing me on here looking wow, and I don't care because you can actually see my hairline. Now, of course, I just started this journey 6 months ago. It was a lot less edges than this, so it's still growing in, of course, but it's grown in a lot. I didn't have none of this right here. This is still coming in, but to even be able to see my hairline, y'all, I'm happy with that because I'm gonna post pictures, but I'm gonna tell you, um, yeah, I have burnt them out or something. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna be honest. And now I'm scared to put gel on them because I don't want them to come back out. And I'm even okay with the gray part. I'm okay. I'm hoping I look like Storm. You know, just kidding. But anyway, I'm okay with the gray. So I started using rosemary. I put the ingredients of the coconut, my body butter. So it has coconut in it. My oil, my oil has olive oil and coconut oil, and then the rosemary essential oil, and some lavender for smell. And so it really helps. And I want y'all to Google rosemary. I'm not playing. I'm not just telling you some stuff. So it really helps. It really started growing my edges back in. And it's just overall healthy. Rosemary has a lot of benefits to it. So I started using it and it's working. I'm pretty happy. I don't put heat on my hair. I just found a hairdresser down here in Texas that I'm real comfortable with. I just haven't had time to get over there to her yet. But when I get to her, she's the one that actually flat irons my hair and cuts my split ends. And then my hair is like this. So if you're growing your hair out, you definitely want to make sure you don't have split ends. You can ask any hairdresser that, and that's they'll tell you why as well. So you want to find either cut your own, which I'm not recommending, but I had my son cut mine, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, cause I couldn't see enough in the back. So I had my son when we first got down here. My son was cutting my split ends, my oldest one. But like I said, I just found a hairdresser. So my essential oils for hair works. I was really looking for something natural. I really feel like you have to be careful with what you're putting on your scalp. Okay, because think about it. You're absorbing these chemicals. So if you get some hair products and you can't pronounce what's in them, Google them and see what they are. Google them. Because you're setting that on top of your scalp. If you don't understand that that is absorbing down into your head, which is right into your brain, you're a little slow. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. Not trying to be disrespectful, but you're a little slow. Okay? Because that's going directly down into your head. If you think that's not going to mess with you a little bit, if you think having a little bit of rat poison, as they said, read the article, Google it. They were saying it was in African American products. Okay? They were saying that. Google the article. So if you think that seeping down in your scalp is not going to cause you some issues after a while of using that product, you're a little slow. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm not telling you stuff that's not already written. I don't make the news. I just report it. Don't shoot the messenger, y'all. So, I love you guys. I'm going to keep trying to tell you about self-love. I'm going to keep promoting natural ways. I'm going to keep documenting my own journey through this. And I just want to say, if you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. Love you. Happy Saturday. Have a good one.